When you're ready. You okay with the camera?
Okay, welcome everyone. Good morning. Okay, we will start with the 10-minute lecture, then 2 role-play debates, then a true or false game, and then we key takeaways. Let's begin together.
First, let me give some background. The park is 38 hectares in size. It is located at the meeting point of the ShenZhen River and the Xinzhou River. It's between the city and the Futian Mangrove Nature Reserve. The main challenge for the design team was how to create a space that is good for ecology and also open to the public. The design team solved this problem by using the salinity gradient as a framework. Salinity changes from fresh water to seawater. They translated this natural process into 3 zones: Blue Cloud Lake for fresh water, Hongyu Lake for brackish water, and the intertidal zone for seawater.
Let me introduce the Blue Cloud Lake. The Blue Cloud Lake is the only freshwater lake in the whole park. It uses storm city model to reach 2 goals: flood control and habitat restoration. And as for its design strategy, it has 4 design strategies: the rainwater collection and the intelligent water level regulation, and the naturalization of shorelines and refinements, and creation of ecological flooding islands and microtopography, and integration of cross-boundary ecological and corridors. And please look at these pictures. The Blue Cloud Lake use seasonal water control. The high water in summer to stop too much plant growth, and low water of 0 to 0.6 meter in winter to create shallow shores. It gives deep water shallows and mud floods for different water birds. And the shorelines use a gentle slope into the water. 90 meters and section on the south shore is lowered and covered with 20 centimeters of castle silt, replacing hardwoods. The lake has 100 square meters of floating islands, plus a central island and curved shorelines. This creates an island shallow and reedbed habitat for better ecology. And as for the planting scheme, the rule is native plant first, with 30 to 70% coverage. These are native immigrant plants species, and here are flooding species, and this helps photosynthesis and nutrient intake, keeping water quality and cluster above. And in 2017, 24,000 native plants were planted at once. And as for its ecological response, Blue Cloud Lake gives key fresh water to ShenZhen Bay. It attracts 6 class first and 42 class second protected species in China. Up to 33 black-faced spoonbills have been seen, and coming as close as 3 meters to people. And its water saving is 723,000 cubic meters per year, and runoff is cut by 140,000 cubic meters. And the park's GDP per unit area is 7.43 times this in the city average, and it was chosen as a national biodiversity-friendly wetland case.
Okay, now let's look at the Hongyu Lake. This is a man-made saltwater lake in the middle of the park. We pump salt water into it, so it has more salt. Blue Cloud water has the less salt. Together, they make a softness gradient. The design puts ecology firstly. They try not to change nature too much. The best part is the floating island. People have built them in 2016 and 2017. They cover about 100 square kilometers. Birds can reach it and have babies here. The island also clean the water. This shows how people and nature can work together. They also use local plants that like salt or water. We remove the bad plants that are not from here. Now the park has 754 kinds of plants. There are 22 kinds of mangroves. That's 57% of all mangroves in China. Around Hong Lake, we have water plants, half mangroves and true mangroves. They make a green path from water to land. We can see the big changes. Birds types move from 93 to 220. We saw 33 black-faced squirrels, something as close as 3 meters to people. Animals like otters came back. The lake sees 723,000 cubic meters of water every year. Plants help clean the water by themselves. The park is also for learning. There is a nature playground, a science center, and a roof garden. Schools can choose there about mangroves. The park is a national example of a wetland that is good for wildlife. It shows that in a big city, a wetland can help nature, teach people, and be beautiful.
Okay, now I will present the marine habitats. In the Futian Mangrove Ecological Park, the integral zone is the mudflat area shaped by daily tides. The design team based their strategy on 3 scientific parameters: elevation, wave energy, and salinity gradient. First, elevation. Mangroves only grow where tidal inundation frequency ranges from 47.5% down to 2.9%. That is between mean sea level and mean high tide. So the original flight terrain was modified into mudflats and channels of varying depths, creating suitable elevation for different mangrove species. Second, wave energy. Mangroves need sheltered coasts. Although the site lies inside ShenZhen Bay, the team optimized the island layouts and waterway orientations to keep the wave index below 7,000, ideal for mangrove establishments. Third, the salinity gradient. The intertidal zone connects to the open sea, maintaining summer salinity above 2% and winter salinity at 15 to 20%, meeting the basic salinity requirements of mangrove plants. Based on these parameters, a layered planting scheme was developed. You can see the species on the slide. On the seaward Pioneer zone, species that are most tolerant of flooding and salinity fluctuations are planted. On the high tidal landward side, semi-mangroves form a transition to terrestrial vegetation. And on the mid-tidal flight, species that require fertile salty flight thrive. Finally, the understory includes stinging and fern-like plants that provide shelter for basic animals. Now, the ecological response, the implementation of the plant configuration, the return of rare and endangered birds directly reflects the success of ecological habitat restoration. The park provides a demonstration for mangrove wetland restoration nationwide, providing high-quality habitat for birds, stable habitat for mammals, and served as a demonstration case for social participation.
Okay, how do we know these science work? The park has the smart monitoring system. It uses cameras, drones, and AI to watch birds and the water level. For example, the system can automatically identify bird species and count them in seconds. This helps mangroves control water levels better. They can rise or lower water to meet the needs of different birds, such as the blue-faced spoonbill, which likes water 15 to 20 kilometers deep. Finally, let's look at the results. According to the 2022 report, the park's total GEP, gross ecosystem product, is 192 million yuan per year. That is 7.43 times the city average. The park saves 723,000 cubic meters of water each year and reduces stormwater runoff by 140,000 cubic meters. More than 1.3 million people visit every year, and 11,000 take part in science education. The park has been selected as a national example of biodiversity-friendly wetland restoration. To conclude, this case study shows how the salinity gradient can be used as a design tool. The three zones, freshwater, brackish, and marine, work together to support both ecology and the people. With smart monitoring and public participation, the park demonstrates a successful balance between nature and the city.
Okay, next we'll play a role-playing game. There are 4 roles: ecological restoration expert, government official, and visitor, and the black-faced spoonbill. And the class will divide it into 3 groups, and each group will have 4 roles.
Okay, after you get your bill, take a stick note and write one sentence on it. Then you can to express your perspective, suggestion, and your reason. And after writing, share your stick note with your group and split it on this vote. And then discuss as a group. Even the 4 roles have different ideas, you can discuss to find a solution. After discussion, we will see what each group has written and maybe give some lucky guide to read for us. Okay.
Okay. And please look at the screen and find your role.
You should be your group together and sit each yeah. So you should be with your group The seat number is the same group. Number. That's number. Yeah, different rows. Okay, we to the first issue. So we move to the first issue. The first issue about water level management. We can you can see this sleep and discuss. This is the
Black faces 鸟是鸟，你是一只鸟。你是一只鸟。哦，对对对。我是鸟。我可以说中文吗？红星是鸟，方块是政府官员，OK 桃是专家，梅花是牛。哦，红星是鸟，红星。
这上面写中文还是英文啊？
都写了。It's okay.
If you finish, you can put it on the stage.
Each group can conclusion of one result and write the final result on the white paper. Yes. The bird first or the flood management first. first. 鸟优先还是洪水控制优先？就是只要把这些一个小组得出一个结论就可以。小组讨论然后得到一个妥协的结果。对，就最后是鸟优先还是防洪优先？
但是可以贴上要写你们角色，可以贴上要写你们角色的角色。
还只是小组的小组的。
写字吗？系统学，因为我也知道我就自己做的字典。
It's very simple. It's not too. 我们小组的就是
我也放。
哦，
精神保证好。我的角度是洪水。对，我洪水。
不是，不是。
我的地址要跟他原对啊。
地址吗？哦，我们那边。对啊，是。
不行啊。
Okay, we have 5 minutes, so is it okay? Okay. We have finished the first issue, and we can see each group have different idea. Each role also have different perspective. So, any group want to express your idea firstly? Maybe, do you want to present to express your idea briefly? Yeah. Which role do you play? Bird. You're a bird. Okay. So, yeah.
I hope to have more space for activities and away from or choose from the function. It is more important for
So what's your group vision?
choose
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, thank you for all your discussion. And in fact, what did the company use an intelligent gate and an air monitoring system to achieve a dynamic balance in spring, keep shallow water for the black-faced spoonbills. In summer, lower the water level for flood control. In autumn, dry out some areas for the short birds like the mudflats. Okay, this way they protect both birds and safety. So this end of our first topic. Then we will move to the second topic.
Okay, let's move to the second topic. Here is the second issue. Another real dilemma from Futian Park. This time about invasive species removal. Let's look at the screen. Do you start immediate removal or wait until winter after bird leave, and why?
So
Can separate it.
we have a time limit, so we will keep this part in just 10 minutes. Okay.
The park has already removed about 18 hectares of invasive plants, and removal methods such as manually digging or eco-friendly. We can discuss with the group member and find the final conclusion. B3. Okay, you can discuss with your group to get a conclusion, which is very easy. Just not complicated. Chinese or English are okay. So, one expert said, 保护两个人的原government see I think is better and clear until we leave. Yes. No. Okay. And conclusion here, action. Finish your conclusion. Thank you. We will always until So we have finished. Could you your conclusion and explain why. Please.
So we have to the first place because it will make better sense for this space and also can protect the bird ecology.
That's great. So, here is and let me introduce and in fact the park. In reality, the park uses a smart approach, avoid the breeding season from March to July, and focus removal in autumn and winter. Remove in small patches, mainly use manual pulling without chemicals, and organize volunteers to participate. And as a result, plant species increased from 307 to 754, and bird species increased from 87 to 220. And after that debating, let's start out and our bodies will play is it true or false? A quick question and I will read a statement if you and Sissy will read a statement if you think it is true or false. And I will show the correct answer.简单来说就是我说句子，然后你们举牌，这还是词。Mangroves can grow in both fresh water and seawater. True and false. True or false? True or false?
Okay.
Okay, finish.
Oh,
It's true. Oh, you cheat your answer. Okay. Black-faced spoonbills have been seen as close as 3 meters from visitors at Futian Park. True or false? True or false?
True
or false? True. Yes.
Alright.
Congratulations. The park uses pumps to control salinity in the interdigital zone. True or false? Sorry, but it's false. Russian otters have been spotted in Futian Mangrove Park. True or false? Yes, it's true. But genius. Okay, next page. The park removes invasive plants by setting fire to the ivory spray. True or false? False. What a pity. GDP per unit area is 7.43 times the ShenZhen average. True or false?
Yes, right.
Mangroves only grow in tropical regions. None survive in ShenZhen's winter. True or false? Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone. Oh. The park's floating islands were co-designed with public workshops. True or false? It's true.
Yes.
Okay. Blue Cloud Lake in the park is a freshwater habitat fed by rainwater collection. True or false? Actually, it's true. Honey Lake is a freshwater lake. True or false? Mentioned utility before. The park uses chemical herbicides to remove invasive plant species. True or false? Yes. Oh, what a pity. False. The park's smart monitoring system can identify bird species within seconds using AI. True or false?
Yes.
Okay. Black-faced spoonbills prefer water deeper than 50 centimeters. True or false?
False.
Black-faced spoonbills only eat fish and nothing else. True or false? Okay. Some mangrove species have roots that grow upward out of the mud to graze. True or false?
True.
The salinity of the intertidal zone is exactly the same every day of the year. True or false?
Winter.
Winter is the best season to see the most migratory birds at Futian Park. True or false? Yes, because Futian is hot. It's warm. Some bird species prefer to nest on the ground rather than in trees inside the park. True or false?
True.
The park uses loudspeakers to play bird calls and attract more migratory birds. True or false?
False. The bird don't like the noise.
Black-faced spoonbills have a black face and a spoon shape. That's the name. True or false?
Yes. True.
Why you think it's false? Why? The park's ecological floating islands are made of plastic foam and fake plants. True or false?
Yes. False.
Mangroves can grow in freshwater swamps far from the sea. True or false? The number of bird species in the park has more than doubled since its opened. True or false?
Yes, it's true. It's a successful case.
During high tide, some mangrove trees are completely submerged underwater. True or false?
Last
question. The park's smart monitoring system can only work during daytime. True or false? Mangroves provide nursery ground for young fish and shrimp. True or false? The park has no mammals, only birds and insects. True or false?
False.
Okay, everyone is clever. Visiting the park at dawn gives you a better chance to see active water birds. True or false?
It's true. It's a good time to see the active birds.
Okay. And in the conclusion, let's bring everything. We started with the solid ingredient and the design framework. Then debated to real management levels, water levels, and invasive removal. Futian Mangrove Park shows that even in a high-density megacity, we can create a place where birds, mangroves, and people coexist. If we design with gradients, not boundaries, and if we are willing to make the hard trade-off with science and humility. Thank you for your energy today.
就是if someone like to take the conclusion.
Yes.
可以啊，可以啊。有的。OK。
大家配合
举个牌子。
等下，所以你们结束了吧？已经。Only 45 minutes.
We need some time to write the reflection.
Actually, you need to create some discussion with your student groups, not only right now.
Okay.
You only need 10 minutes for the reflection. So make sure the reflection is right on papers, not iPad or anything.
Your reflection is reaction. 刚才不要说不一般好说。要小心，晚上这种，对，结婚推荐，看到说要教知识。越南。哎。The most impressive part during the lecture, you can learn from this activity. This workshop.
Okay, after finishing writing the reflection, we like to hear your ideas or some suggestion about your reflection to share with us.
Okay. Question. So, what are the 3 key takeaways for you as future landscape architects?
Design is not just drawing, it's managing trade-offs. Every decision, water level, effects, and spaces and shape forwards. Adaptive management. There's no solution. You have to learn and adjust. Water level changes. Seasonal renewal trends. Technology and diplomacy. With smart time and technology, like smart grids and world
Okay, thank you.
So,
Which do you think we can take from this case to apply on our future design or some from this case study?
so would you like to share your reflection to us?
Adaptive management is a key. There is no permanent solution. You monitor and adjust, just like daily water control and seasonal renewal plans.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this group focus on the Futian Mangrove Ecology Park, explore the core complex in the ecological design and management. Two key issues were the water level trade-off between the bird and the flooding control and the trade-off between the cleanly increased plants and providing birds breeding grounds.
Okay, thank you. I learned the biggest challenge is managing the urban environment needs and is making use of between the human needs and the ecological health. So we have to balance the flow control, the public use, and the protection of the endangered birds, such as the black-faced. Okay, thank you.